What is good, YouTube? It's Andy from kaizentcg. I run a six-figure online Pokemon business, and in this video, is vending dead, or are we still in a boom? So this weekend was the front row card show in Tacoma. I'm from Canada, so Vancouver, we drive down. It's about two and a half hour drive. And went down to check out the show. First time going to a front row show, and I can say, hey, just from that show, and it was the same time as a San Diego front row show as well, but we're definitely booming. You know, it was crazy busy. I paid for VIP tickets just to get in ahead of time, so I didn't have to wait in line. And even with VIP tickets, the place was rocking. There was a lot of people in there early. I think it's like first 200 tickets, so first 200 people got a gift bag or whatever. But yeah, it was like tons of people that bought VIP tickets to get in there early. And yeah, very busy, tons of deals. Pokemon busier than ever. One Piece definitely in its own boom, super busy as well. Tons of people looking for One Piece. And going to that show, I would say it's like 50-50 TCG and sports. There's tons of sports. There was a lot of baseball and football cards that I saw, and a good amount of Pokemon vendors. Prices were pretty good, so I'll just share my experiences. I was able to, you know, bring some stuff down and do some trades, and you know, use that to trade into more. So I brought some like higher end Japanese and some a bit more like mid-end slabs that weren't moving over here, and some Japanese slabs that weren't moving over here, and brought it down there. And dude, it was liquid like water. It was easy to move. Most vendors took anywhere from, you know, their standard 70 to 85% cash, and then 80 to 90% trade, depending on what it is. Most people were probably between the 75 to 80 mark, and then 85 for good stuff. And yeah, vendors were buying like crazy. They were selling. I was seeing people just buying stacks and stacks of singles. So yeah, I was able to offload some stuff and pick up some stuff for the business inventory for shows down here. We have a show coming up at the local event here at Guildford next weekend. So definitely gonna have fresh inventory for that. So some takeaways. Let me get right into it. So if you're within 1 to 3 hours, 4 hours, definitely worth it to check out the show. I think the show is well organized. It was packed, like shoulder to shoulder. It was a good variety of vendors, tons of good products, and for the most part, everyone priced it pretty fairly. People were using, you know, collector for modern, collector or TCG player for singles pricing, and then they were using card ladder. Some were using alt, some were using collector, and card ladder seemed to be the unanimous choices, and that's the same thing we use over here. Last time I went to Card Party Seattle, it was a little bit different. Everyone was using alt and TCG player, compared to this time collector and card ladder is what a lot of people were using. And you know, it's similar to over here, so it was making the transactions a little bit easier, but just got to switch it from Canadian to US. One thing I would say though, the internet in there was quite shoddy. Some spots it was really hard to look up cards and comps because the internet was really slow. Some spots were okay. They had Wi-Fi. If you had Wi-Fi, you were good. And yeah, the vibes were good. Tons of, you know, unique cards. Tons of patrons just ready to buy. Like a lot of people were coming in there buying, you know, and they're paying anywhere from 85 to market on a lot of stuff. Some, like I seen the deals, it was literally like, hey, take $5 off, they'll grab it. Smooth deals. One piece boxes, sealed boxes were flying off the shelves. Pokemon boxes were also flying off the shelves, and yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. I would say if you're looking to get into going to a show, if you're looking to buy a bunch of singles or want to get first dibs on certain things, definitely hit it up on that Saturday. Pay that extra $10. It was $10 US for admission, general admission, but you have to line up. And the doors open at 11. At 10, you can get into VIP. It costs $10 more. And if you're there for Saturday and Sunday, you can pay 25 US dollars and you can get in VIP both days. And obviously Saturday for singles is like the best day because all the good stuff gets picked through. My goal was to find some gradables at the show, but it was so busy, man. It was like hard to just sift through singles and find gradables. I ended up doing like half slabs and half just singles. I don't know, so as long as it looked good. I didn't find too many gradables, but I did get some good deals in for slabs and stuff like that. So yeah, so the day went on. Like, first thing I did was like I moved a bunch of slabs to get either singles and cash or just cash, and then once I had that, I just picked up a bunch of slabs and singles that I thought were good. Like some pickups I picked up Crown Zenith, Trio, Beasts. Those always sell really well. Stellar Crown, Squirtle, Pikachu V Max from Lost Origins, like those type of cards. Very hot cards, very popular, moves very quickly. And then I did a big trade for a PC card. I didn't expect it. So I had a Phantom Forces PSA 9 Gengar, the one that looks like a balloon. That one in a 10 goes for something crazy like 15-20 grand. A 9 is around 23 to 2400 right now. And yeah, I had it for a while, so I figured, you know what, I could trade into something. Initially I was gonna do it for cash, and some vendor did offer me something, like offer me very competitive prices, 85% cash, 87% cash. It was really strong. And I was walking around, and near the end of the show, I was just checking out some people's booths, and ton of cool stuff, ton of rare stuff, a lot of variety as well. And stumbled upon a Shining Gyarados PSA 9 Japanese from Neo. And yeah, if you know that card, has like a hollow bleed on it, kind of like the double hollow bleed version of English, but the Japanese. Low pop, new Cert 9, and the gentleman wanted like 4K for it, so I offered the Gengar, and then I also traded for a Roaring Moon from some Japanese cards that I had. Traded like 4 Japanese cards and a Suicune PSA 10 from VS series for that, and a Cindismere from Crown Zenith, and took that Roaring Moon, and I threw that in the deal with the Gengar and threw some cash on top, and I picked up the Shining Gyarados, which was crazy because like a month ago, I just recently picked up the unlimited version in a 9 that was gonna PC. And I was like, man, I really want the Japanese version, and long and behold, I go to the show and I actually see it in person. I've never seen it in person since then, like ever. So I was like, man, kind of FOMO'd in a little bit, but he gave me a pretty decent price. There wasn't too much comps on it. The last comp was in November for like 28 US. But there's low lists, really high numbers, so we figured out a fair number both sides. We did a coin flip. I'll post a video on that. Stay tuned to that. But yeah, so that was, I picked up that for the PC. So for the Gyarados Unlimited 9, I will throw that onto the business inventory. And I also picked up a Magikarp 9 Unlimited as well. Traded a Gengar 3, PSA 3 from Legendary Collections, and a Rayquaza EX from Roaring Skies, the full art, and a 9, and a little bit cash on top for that, just to have the pair. So I have a set of 9 Unlimited now, the Magikarp and Gyarados. We'll have that for the shows coming up, so that should be sweet. But yeah, just, it was a good show, man. Like, the hobby's stronger than ever. I would highly recommend, you know, if you guys haven't gone to any big shows. And, you know, I was talking to people there, they said that front row isn't even considered a big show. There's like the Nationals and the Western show out in Cali. Those are like 5 times the size. So those are considered big shows. But for, you know, what we get here locally in Vancouver, that would be considered a big show. But you know, over there, everything's bigger in America. It's just more abundance, tons of abundance in America, tons of liquidity, tons, like, stuff that I have. If I just brought a lot of my inventory over there, like, it'd be easy to move it. This is, a lot of people are, you know, down to do deals, down to do fair deals, recent comps and stuff like that. Like, people are just ready to churn and burn. I like that, you know. Over here, sometimes, you know, people are putting prices over 20-30% over market, and they're really stingy about the deal. So it's a totally different, it's eye-opening for sure, and it's fun. So I would recommend anybody go that's looking forward to going to a front row show. I've never been to Collecticon, so I can't really say, but I heard Collecticon is crazy too, like even crazier probably. But yeah, front row is awesome. And I would say, you know, definitely bring water, hydrate. It gets really packed in there. It gets really stuffy. Bring cards with you if you're looking to trade or sell, to get a little bit of liquidity. If you're not bringing cash, then obviously they take PayPal, Zelle, and Venmo. But if you have cash, they're willing to, vendors are more willing to give you a better deal than if you had to send through other sources. And then trades and stuff like that, depending, some vendors might want a card that you want, then give you a really good rate on it. So definitely bring those if you're gonna go to the show. And the venue is good, I would say. So, you know, front row, Tacoma is a W. I will definitely be going to check out more of those type of shows in the coming future. Like, I want to hit up one Collecticon this year if I can. Maybe front row Las Vegas seems cool. This one was like a 3-hour drive, so it's not too bad to check it out, just to see the vibes. And yeah, state shows compared to Canada shows is crazy. I'll be checking out a show out east in Toronto coming up soon, so I'll definitely give you guys a review on that. But yeah, overall, it's a cool, it's the hobby's stronger than ever, man. I think, you know, that little dip we had was, you know, just to shake off the weak hands. But Pokemon is healthy. People are buying and selling like crazy. Vendors are buying very strong still. And the competition out there, that they, you know, there's a lot of competition, so people are offering very fair and competitively. And, you know, at these shows, you can find that grail card you're looking for. So just prepare to have stuff to trade and cash ready if you find that grail and able to get a good price on it. Those are the shows to find it. Sealed, flying off the shelves. Everybody was buying sealed like one piece, full market. No one's even negotiating, just grabbing whatever people had. They were selling like hotcakes for one piece. For sealed, I saw a lot of people with Charizard UPCs and Prismatic. And overall, it was a good experience. I only went for one day. It's a 2-day show. I would love to vend down there someday. That would be awesome. I think it'd be really fun. I just heard it's really hard to get into front row unless you know somebody. It's kind of hard to get in there right now, but I want to dip my toes over there and try it out. I think it'd be amazing. And yeah, those are the kind of like the key takeaways. You know, one, buy the VIP ticket if you want to search for singles, because yeah, guys came in, cleaned out a lot of the singles by the time VIP time was over. 11 general admission came in, place was packed. Guys came in, they took out stacks and stacks of singles, right? A lot of out-of-towners coming through, and they're just loading up on the singles. So there was that. 2, if you're within, driving distance, a few hours, definitely worth it. 3, bring stuff to trade, bring cards to sell. People are pretty fair, but like obviously, come in there with the price in mind, that you know how much cards are going to be. Have card ladder collector ready, just so it makes it faster and easier to comp. And the negative side, I would say, is just like it's just super, super busy. So it's a lot harder to go hunt for gradable cards, because it's just shoulder to shoulder, and sometimes you have to wait at a table for a bit to see a deal kind of transaction to go through. Might be only one vendor there to help you, so they have to deal one customer at a time. So definitely test your patience. But yeah, if you can get into the VIP early, you're able to source through the cards a little bit better. And with Card Party, when I went last time, they had 2 rooms, so like the crowd was separated, and then the back room of Card Party was kind of like dead. So it was like very easy to walk around and source and piece and have space, and it wasn't like super duper busy. It was kind of fun, but it was bad for the vendors, good for the buyers. So that was a buyer show. This show was definitely both sides. A lot of people were selling, but a lot of vendors were buying too. Prices were pretty fair and competitive. And yeah, those are kind of like my takeaways on it. And I walked away with a PC Shining Gyarados PSA 9 Japanese. Like, been hunting that card. Haven't seen it in person ever. And the fact that, like, man, I put it out in the universe that I wanted this one. One of the last stalls that I checked out before leaving happened to have it, and some of these vendors have some crazy stuff. So if you got a lot of cash, you could pick up some crazy deals. Yeah, but my question for you guys, man, when's the last time you went to a show, and have you ever been to a front row show? Drop in the comments if you have, and I appreciate everybody checking out the video. Today might be a little bit grainy because I'm walking in the fog right now, but thanks for your time, and if you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Andy out. Peace.